What's good, folks? What's good?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
We are back for the last time, at least in 2025, y'all. This is Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, UTICA, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. I'm here with my bro host extraordinaires.
It's your boy Darren T, Mr. Never Miss, Mr. Bag Chaser, Mr. Money Getter. I'm pretty sure I took the week for the week. Mr. Dethrone her. Don't call him. Don't call it a comeback, Mr. Dethrone her. Mr. Give me his belt. Mr. Give me his fucking crown. Oh yeah, who's over there?
You know what it is, RayBuck. It's Chuckle Jordan. It is Mr. Back again. You had to be here for the first time. To be back again. That being said, proud of you. Good shit, my dog.
Yeah. And
You know what I
it
mean?
wasn't that great. It wasn't a pretty win, but nonetheless, I think, especially I consider dealing with some professionals like yourselves. It's it feels like an accomplishment here and there, fucking being able to squeak one of these out here and there.
Hey, there you go, bro. Like, I know, I really appreciate the win. You know what I mean? You had some calls that I did not see coming. And truly not even mad about it. Just, I don't know. What can I do? You know what I mean? I'm not in the cage. I'm just on the stage. That being said, I'm glad to be here. Glad to see shit. Glad to pick another fight card. And we'll go ahead and move it over to Cam.
Not only is this the last fight card of 2025, but this is the last fight card, y'all, of the ESPN streaming era, which also marks the end of the pay-per-view streaming model. So there's a lot of things on the horizon in terms of what UFC 324 brings us next year. I believe January 24th is when that event takes place. So there's going to be a lot of things going on. And yeah, that card's already pretty much set up, already has headliners and pretty much the full card. So, we're just waiting at this point now to be about 5 weeks. But not too sure, on our end, we'll probably still be pumping out content, but in terms of if we'll be here or not, it still remains. But when we come back next year, we're definitely going to be here at the great historic Whiskey Bar Denver here in downtown Denver, 2203 Larimer Street. Make sure that you come check us out. We have a exciting year on the horizon, and we hope to continue this relationship with Whiskey Bar. So shout out to them. Much
Thank you,
love.
Whiskey Bar.
And without further ado, let's get into this final UFC Fight Night card taking place at the UFC Apex, headlined by one of Denver's own. We got our boy Brandon Royval going out there to face Manel Kape. At first, this was like a 12 fight card. Is now went up to 13 fights with a super last minute addition with King Green and Lance Gibson, which I don't even know why that fight's taking place, but more on that later. And then also we had a late switch out. We had Joe Anderson Britu going up against a new competitor in Isaac Thompson. So we'll get more on that later. But for right now, let's get into the first matchup on this card. We have a women's flyweight bout. We got Teresa Bleda going up against Jamie Lynn Horth. We got Bleda coming in. They are 1-1 in the UFC, 7-1 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 fights. We got Horth coming in 3-2 in the UFC, 8-2 overall, and are 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. My pick's going to be with Bleda in this one by decision. They're going to be the younger and taller of the two, significant reach, well-rounded. Not much info outside of that because I haven't got to see them much, but they just need to mix it up, find where the advantage is at, lean into that. Most likely draw Horth out to a decision. Horth's going to be older by 9 years, the smaller of the two, well-rounded in skill set, but probably is just going to want to look to get this to the ground ASAP and probably should hunt for a finish, being that decisions don't necessarily go their way all the time. Who we got, y'all?
I respect your decision. I'm going the opposite way, though, Cam. I'm going with Jamie Horth. I feel like she has proven to be able to do it standing up on the ground, or standing up and doing it on the ground. Nonetheless, I feel like her past fights that she's gone through, she beat Vanessa Delopoulos. She's beaten Ivana Petrovic on a split decision. She has lost to Veronica Hardy and Miranda Maverick. So she is, known to be somewhat chinny, but she has a nice output. I feel like she has a good skill set, and I feel like, skill-wise, I feel like it's just pretty even. And, I think Horth is probably going to be able to take the more damage a little bit easier. That's who I'm going with. What you got, Ray?
We're going with Horth. Horth's going north. Horth. Her opponent is on a 2.5 year layoff and not healthy. And I'll go ahead and explain that to you a little bit. She's not healthy from, I believe, an arm injury at first, and then she's had multiple staph infections. One staph infection actually infected her knee. So that being said, if you can't stay healthy, you can't stay wealthy. Nah, it's bullshit. Anyway, but no, Horth to beat fucking Blair for sure.
Okay, we're pulling out all the fucking corny shit for the last episode. Okay. Real quick though, quick shouts out to the chat. We got my guy Cash Cole in the building. Fight Bloodline. Amazing episode that they just had. They just did their recap episode. We got G-Wave, we got Cash Money, we got
Gannon the Cannon, and we got Young Grayson.
Yes.
G2.
There you go. So shouts out to them. I think that it's super dope, that they make it a family thing every week. So make sure that you tune in. Oh, hey, what's going down? See, you got to come out. You got to come out. You got to come see it for yourself, y'all. Much love. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, this is so cute.
Thank you.
Like pints. Like a gentleman down here.
There you go. Nice. For those of you, we got a live viewer in the building, old-time friend, Marcelina. I won't dox you too much online. But shout-outs to you. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you. And make sure that you come out to the Whiskey Bar Denver, 2203 Larimer Street. You can catch us on Thursdays. In the big 2026, we'll be back. And
Whoa. Calm down. I'm trying to release things that you don't want to release.
I feel you, but I'm just saying, you can expect us back. But, I just want to shout out Cash Cole, Fight Bloodline. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel. Make sure that you check out their breakdowns and analysis. And, shouts out to Be Ready 303 as well. And, let's move on to this next bout, y'all. We have a heavyweight matchup. Two new booties coming into the UFC here, making their debut.
Whoa.
Their debut.
I didn't realize you're Canadian, bro.
We got Alan Fry Jr. going up against Guilherme Pat. We got Fry, like I said, making their UFC debut, 6-0 overall. We got Guilherme Pat making their UFC debut at a perfect 5-0 overall. I'm going to be going with Alan Fry in this one by decision. I don't have a lot of info on them, but they look to have faced stiffer competition prior to this matchup, so I just feel like this is somewhat of a setup fight. Guilherme Pat, though, same thing, not a lot of info, but they look like a physical specimen. They're definitely going to be the bigger of the two and just more imposing figure. So they may just come in here and steamroll Fry. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go with Fry in this one. Who we got, y'all?
I'm going with Pat Guilherme. I just feel like he has the better physique. He's going to go in there and try to bully this guy. His jiu-jitsu, I feel like, is, it's subpar. But I feel like, he's on a streak right now. I don't see anybody really terribly dangerous in his past that he's beaten. So this might be a test for him. Fry might starch his ass. But I'm taking Pat for, I won't even say for the route. But that's what I'm going with. Who you got, Ray?
I'm going with Pat. I'm going with Pat because we're talking about somebody that's an LFA competitor, right, versus somebody who's a rec center, knock-kneed, North Carolina, middle of the mall coach in MMA. Look all that shit up. Because not one of those things I just said was wrong.
Google me.
Google me.
Stop it.
We're
Don't
going with
fucking
Gary,
start it
bro.
with
Like,
that.
what are we?
No.
This one is
We're
a
not doing that. Don't fucking start it with that. No.
What else you guys gotta say? Like, I look these dudes up like I'm on it. What's good?
We're not doubting that. It's not what
Yeah, that's what I bet.
No discussion over here for it.
Comment the fuck that. What are we talking about? That's the closest, and that should be the shortest fight of the evening as far as like the shortest talking about fight, the leading.
All right. Real quick, shout out to the legend in the fucking chat right now. Fresh.
up, say something,
I don't
Marty?
know. He's either at the game right now, watching the show and commenting from the stands of the Thursday night game taking place right now. Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. We got my guy Cesar Marin. He's in the chat. He said, "Boom Boom City in this fight with Pat and Fry." Cash Cole said, "Ray got the same shirt as my little brother Rush."
Oh, damn.
Shouts out to the chat, y'all.
They're calling Ray Beetlejuice? Is that what they're trying to say?
Yo, Cash. You know what I mean? We good, my guy. We really good.
He's 14.
But you
bro.
better comment.
14.
I don't give a fuck. Neck or the throat. You know what I mean? Or the throat or the stomach. You know what I mean? Bam. Just like Bernie Mac.
Moving on to a women's bantamweight matchup, we have Luana Santos going up against Melissa Croden. We got Santos coming in. They are 4-1 in the UFC, 9-2 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. We got Croden coming in. They are 1-0 in the UFC, 7-2 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going to be going with Croden in this one by either decision or KO. They're going to be the older of the two fighters by 9 years, bigger in stature, well-rounded in their skill set, and I was able to see this firsthand in their last outing, which was actually their debut matchup. They showed good boxing and grappling ability even under adversity, and were able to come back in the fight, shake the UFC jitters off, and get their opponent out of here. Santos, I feel, is, they're going to be the younger and smaller of the two, a grappler primarily. Definitely going to want to look to get this fight to the ground, but are somewhat of a mirror of Croden's last opponent, and just a younger version.
So,
yeah. So I feel like if Croden just sticks to the same game plan, and now that they've settled themselves into the organization, they don't have like that hesitance to throw now. They should actually get this one done quicker than the last outing, in my opinion. So I'm going with Croden. Who we got, y'all?
I went with Melissa Croden as well. I believe the last card she fought on for me was the Ritter card, and I think that was the last time she fought Lisboa, wasn't it? On the Ritter card.
Yeah. It was that Vancouver card with Brendan Allen and Ritter.
Yeah. I feel like she's just she's a lot tougher than most of the opponents she's walking in there with. Her skill set's not very high, but she has a lot of not quitting her, and she does finish her fights KO, TKOs, which says a lot because a lot of these women fights don't go. They usually go to the decision, so it's nice to see some of these girls beating respectively beating the shit out of these other women.
Oh, I guess that's going to be passed to me. I'm going with goddamn Croden. What are we talking about? I'm sorry, this is another easy one for me. High volume, tall, with a 1.5 inch reach advantage. And do you guys know, as a strike total or as a strikes landed stat, 149 strikes landed last fight in her debut. We're not talking the jitters are gone.
Yeah.
Why are there's no such thing as jitters at this point. 149 strikes landed. In the fight. What are we talking about? Easy enough. Let's call it down.
Alrighty, y'all. Moving on to another heavyweight matchup on the card. We got Sean Sharif going up against Steven Aspelin. We have Sharif coming in 0-1 in the UFC, 4-1 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. We got Aspelin coming in. They're making their UFC debut. They're 6-1 overall, 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going to be going with Aspelin in this one by either KO or decision. They're going to be the younger and bigger of the two. Striker primarily. Not much info outside of that, but I just feel like this match comes down to who lands first and the heaviest. So same with Sean Sharif, you know, they're going to be the older and smaller of the two, striker primarily, but it's heavyweight hands. Anybody is capable of putting anybody down, so it's truly just who lands first. But given Sharif having, you know, a loss and then putting him up against the debutee, then that means that they're sort of giving Aspelin a launch pad, but also at the same time trying to preserve Sharif's career if he's able to pull one out here. But I'm going with Aspelin. Who we got, y'all?
You know, I went with Sean Sharif. I didn't realize this dude's been chinned by fucking a Tafa brother.
Yeah.
Who fucking hits not hard at all. I mean, if there's a, yeah. I'm gonna.
I feel like we're gonna hear a fucking change of fucking picks.
You know, I was thinking about that as he was going on with it. I'm not feeling so confident about this dude. Anybody gets chinned by Tafa, you know what I mean?
That's
I feel like
the determining factor for me. I looked
Yeah.
at the record and was like, nah, bro, you didn't get put down by a Tafa brother, bro.
No.
Who ain't even in the UFC anymore.
yeah. So I'm gonna switch my pick and I'm gonna go with Aspelin. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
Great fucking pick. I'm going with Aspelin as well.
Well, I'll make that change with the UFC tracker tonight.
I appreciate that.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Because homeboy is built like a fucking garbage bag of Orbeez.
He's built like a fucking lunch lady.
Like,
He's just
what are we
not-
doing? You know what I mean? Asking for extra fucking mashed potatoes and fucking gravy? No, we're not. You know what I mean? We're
You know,
fighting
after
in
the fourth
UFC.
fucking punch of Tafa, that dude's tired the fuck out. So
Yeah.
you had to get hit with one of the first 4 punches you thrown in that fucking first round. So
Lame-o. We're going with fucking Aspelin.
All right, y'all. Moving on to the 5th matchup on this card. We have a welterweight bout between Neil Magny going up against newcomer Yaroslav Amosov. We got Magny coming in there, 24-12 in the UFC, 31-13 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. We got Amosov coming in, making their debut, 28-1 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going with Amosov, even though I know Magny is live to potentially humble this guy, not only being somebody coming over from, I believe, the Bellator organization, but also just, you know, he humbles young guys that are UFC prospects all the time. So this kind of makes this dude no different, except for he has a wealth of experience. So I got to go with him just because of how well-rounded he is, the age gap, and just kind of the slide Neil Magny's kind of been on here lately.
who you going with?
I'm going with Amosov.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're going to be the younger and smaller of the two, well-rounded. Like I said, not a lot of info, but just mix it up, lean into where they find the advantage. As long as they don't let the UFC jitters get to them, I think that they should make quick work of this. Who we got, y'all?
I'm going with Amosov as well. I'm surprised because I've seen you go with Neil Magny against a lot of questionable people because typically he doesn't lose unless it's to like elite talent. But he is on a slide and he is on a downside trajectory of his career. So I'm going with Amosov as well. I feel like he's probably going to have the higher output and this is probably not going to go very fucking far to the fight.
What are you two fucking nerds talking about? We're talking about Neil Magny. Like, I get it. Like, he has a lot of losses on his record, but they're only against top 15 competitors. Like,
I just feel like somebody's on the upside of their trajectory of these fights, and with Amosov has what, 11 wins, submission.
what are you talking about? No, I'm telling top 15 like competitors. His opponent is gonna be outreached by fucking 4 inches in height and 5 inches in reach. When we're talking about Neil Magny.
That old man's ready to go to bed, bro.
Ready to go to bed? Do you realize he literally just fought top 15 competitors?
I don't know, Ray.
I don't.
40's like the
I
new
don't want to
50,
go
bro.
against Magny, bro, but just on paper and with the way things have been going, where they're literally making him the gatekeeper to everyone exciting. They're basically saying,
Do me a favor.
you're of the cloth if you can beat Nil Magny, which means that they're putting him through the ringer. They're not putting him, like, just because he
You're
beats
not
a
gonna
guy
win on
like
some bullshit
Malott
against Neil Magny.
doesn't mean he's going to do that every single time, because Michael Morales made quick work of him. So,
All right. Respectfully, can I treat you as my Joe Rogan Jamie real fast?
what do you want me to look up? Because I'm already trying to see what's up.
Neil Magny, okay? And I want you to look up his last loss.
I'm literally
My
trying to
shit's
pull that
fucking
up
frozen.
now,
I don't know
bro.
why.
Thank you. Like,
Is
I
it-
appreciate
still
it.
good?
It's good, but it's lagging a little bit. So his last loss was against. I'm probably gonna say Michael Morales. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's about right.
Probably who got him last.
You're right.
No, Pratis.
Oh,
Carlos
Carlos Pratis.
He got whooped. Okay, I'm to your point. He beat. Who is this? This is Mike Malott. I want to say that he beat right here.
Trash.
Yeah, he
This
beat
guy.
Mike Malott. Then he got.
No. See, you're trying to get off point. We're talking about his loss.
No, I'm saying he beat Mike Malott, then followed it up with a loss to Michael Morales, followed up with another loss to Carlos Pratis.
Just tell him he's right and he'll stop, Cameron.
No, don't tell me that. No, just actually look at the fucking
I'm
facts.
trying to see if they fucking pop him up. Then he beats a dude that he should beat, a dude that's literally in his age bracket. He beats Zaleski. And then he goes on to beat Jake Matthews, which was kind of a surprise, which is what I'm saying. They put him up against these dudes who are supposed to, break ground if they beat him, but then he ends up humbling them. Now, don't get me wrong, Jake Matthews is 22-7, and I'm pretty sure he's 22-7. He was 21-7 going into that fight. So yeah, I get it. Like, he does this to fools. I didn't want to pick against him, but this dude is just way too seasoned.
Seasoned by what caliber?
His age.
You're right.
His
You're
ass
right. I
whooping.
should have just told him he's right.
Told you. I fucking told you.
All right.
You
I just
added
want
20 minutes
you know
to the
what,
fucking
chat?
show.
I want you guys to just believe in it. You know what I mean? And achieve. You know what I mean? Free money.
Ray,
you know what I mean?
Ray,
Let these
You're
little
right,
nerds.
brother.
I love Darren's new fucking infused confidence because he got one over me in one fucking card. That's all. You know what I mean? Good job, bro. But I'm telling you, it's
I'm not
never
even
gonna
bringing
be
that
the
up.
same.
I'm not even bringing that up.
And now moving to the next goddamn year. Not only this card, I'm gonna fuck this card up, and you guys are gonna be already fucking hit. But next year, what is it? Come on, guys. Anyway,
We have an exciting year, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get to the fucking card.
Magny for the win. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? 4 inches of height, 5 inches of reach. Fucking beat the shit out of this dude and call it a day. This dude's not even. Is he ranked? He's not even
he's
But he's a
ranked.
former champion from his organization.
What organization is that?
Bellator.
Woohoo! Is it around even more?
It's kinda
Is it
like
around?
a PFL hybrid, but
No,
hey,
it's
all
not.
right.
It's not even around anymore. His championship is literally bankrupt. Like, bury his little belt, bro. Like, what are we talking? Like, we're really having this long ass conversation about nothing.
Are you wearing a Neil Magny shirt underneath that fucking long sleeve shirt?
Yo, shouts out to the chat. We have my guy here. A series of letters with Yuri Pihashka as their profile pic. Where's G-Wave? Seen him shouting y'all out on Fight Bloodline. Shouts
What
out
up,
Fight
G-Wave?
Bloodline. Shouts out G-Wave, my guy. Ron Reed says, the more mad the guy in all black gets, the higher pitch his voice gets. Cash Cole said, just let Ray get it out, y'all. And then he said hashtag Ray don't know ball, which is a crazy heel turn on my guy here
Yeah.
because Cash Cole is usually
That's
always
your guy.
riding with you, bro.
That's your
Usually
guy.
my dog, you know what I mean? Like, not my
Damn,
dog no more.
it's crazy how the fucking tables turn, bro.
know.
It's all good.
Crazy,
though.
dog.
It's funny how they come back though once it's like, oh shit, oh you picked everything. Oh. That part.
Bro.
Oh, shit. All right, y'all. Moving on to the next matchup on this card. We have a women's strawweight matchup. We got Amanda Lemos going up against Jillian Robertson. I think this one's actually going to be pretty dope. It's either going to be really dope or really boring, depending on who decides to, take this, they end up being the aggressor in this fight. Amanda Lemos is 9-5 in the UFC, 15-5 with 1 draw overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. We got Jillian Robertson coming in 13-6 in the UFC, 16-8 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm gonna be going with Lemos in this one, even though they are somewhat of a short notice replacement. I'm taking them by KO or decision. They're gonna be the older of the two by 8 years. Shorter with a longer reach, and a striker primarily likes to throw heavy. They're going to definitely want to keep this at distance, piece up their opponent until a finish opens up, and just need to avoid the grappling. Whereas Robertson's going to be younger and taller, less rangy, and a grappler primarily. They're going to want to look to close the distance, get Lemos up on the ground, and they just want to avoid any sort of standing exchanges with Lemos. Like, they don't want to take any punches from Lemos. I've seen Jillian Robertson, and they don't respond well to punishment, so she needs to get this to the fight. She needs to get this to the ground as soon as possible, but even then, keeping Lemos down, I don't know. Okay, we've seen Lemos get dominated in the grappling by Tatiana Suarez, by Weili Zhang, but those are high-level, elite, grapplers. I don't know if Jillian Robertson's quite on that level yet. She definitely has super good grappling, but like I said, I don't know if she's as aggressive enough as she needs to be to actually impose herself on Lemos. So I'm going with Lemos. Who we got, y'all?
I'm going the opposite way. I'm going with Robertson. Her last fight, or last loss, was from Tabitha Rishi, which is a fucking dog fight of a fighter. She's on a really good win streak of a skid right now. Really good win streak right now. Luana Pinheiro, Marina Rodriguez, Michelle Watterson. She's been putting in her work, and I just don't feel like, she's been beat by J.J. Aldridge, Tabitha Rishi, Nikki Sullivan. And those are all fighters that are potentially that could fucking take the top of this fucking division, realistically in the future. So I'm going with Robertson. Ray.
Great fucking pick. Good fucking job. About the fuck time. Robertson, short notice fight for the opponent. For Lemos.
What's up with you with these girls with fades?
Well,
Hey.
I feel like you favor them.
I don't know. Maybe you've picked up on that trend. It's definitely not something that I'm trying to do. But hey, if it turns out that the women with fades throw the best fades,
You have the best fades?
then hey, I think if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. But real quick, we got Cash Cole. They said Neil Magny losing. We got Cesar Marin, the legend, saying don't let him dog you, Ray. He also says this one might not finish. These chicks are angry. MMA Mystic, my guy. Make sure you go make sure you go subscribe to the MMA Mystics channel as well. Lemos, dog pick. Shouts out my guy, At least we have somebody who's using their brain in this conversation right now. And then we also got my other guy, Cash Cole. He said Lemos by manly decision. So that's all I'm saying, y'all, is I think more people have Lemos winning this one, because I'm telling you, the minute she lands on Robertson, she might knock her the fuck out. I'm serious.
no. Quit interrupting my goddamn breakdown. I'm just going to say Robinson won. Robinson's going to win. Short notice fight for Lemos. Have you not looked at her Instagram? Just for a second. All she's doing is hanging out on boats and fucking picking up kids. Done with that shit. Going with Robinson, my boy.
All right. I actually got a little ahead of myself. There's a fight we need to double back to real quick that takes place before this one. We got a men's featherweight bout going down between Joe Anderson Britu going up against super short notice replacement Isaac Thompson. We got Brito coming in. They are 5-3 in the UFC, 17-5 with 1 draw overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. We got Thompson coming in, making their UFC debut. I mean, literally just got the call like yesterday to fill in for this fight. So they're coming off the couch, whereas Brito has a full camp. And even though this is a opponent switch up, I mean, he's going to be in peak condition. Not sure about this Thompson dude, but he does fight out of the alpha male, like camp. So he does have good training partners, but he does hail from Australia, but I'm pretty sure he stays in Sacramento, so this shouldn't be too long of a trek for him. I just don't think he gets it done, though. I'm going with Joe Anderson Brito by sub or KO. They're going to be the older of the 2 by 7 years and smaller, well-rounded, and should look to mix it up and lean into where they find an advantage. Isaac Thompson, I have no info about them except for that they're the younger and bigger of the 2 fighters. Somewhat well-rounded on paper, but, I mean, I just don't know. Joe Anderson Brito's pretty dangerous everywhere as long as he doesn't gas. So I'm going with Brito to get this done quickly. Who we got, y'all?
I'm taking Joanne Brito as well. I just feel like he had a full camp. He's ready for this, you know what I mean? Not a whole lot to look into here. I mean, his opponents, last minute fucking step in. I just feel, person that's going to have the full camp here is probably going to have the more advantage, right? And makes sense. That's, MMA math.
He's been facing eight UFC opponents, whereas this guy's making his debut off the regional circuit. So.
In a few short words, what do you think, Ray?
Joe Anderson Brito will turn his opponent into a burrito. All right, well, I guess it wasn't good enough. But what I'm going to say is he's going to whip his fucking ass. Shit's going to be done. His opponent is a decision machine. So let's just go ahead and call it a day. Brito wins. It could go to a decision just because his opponent is not a finisher. Brito can be, but also has been known to go decision. So I would not call this a fight that doesn't go the distance. You know what I mean? It's a very up in the air.
For sure. MMA Mystic says, Brito fails me again. I swear. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Let's not leave out that he has finished Diego Lopez. Not finished him, but he won by a technical. So, it's not saying nothing skill set wise, but he does have a dub in there over Diego Lopez.
For sure. Moving on to a super short notice addition to this card. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why this fight is taking place given the time frame that it was booked. I have no words for this, but we got King Green going up against Lance Gibson in what now appears to be a catchweight bout of 160 pounds. I don't know if they're just trying to fill the card out just to, make things nice on their exit from ESPN. I don't know what's going on. I thought this shit was fine at the 12 that they had, but whatever. We got King Green coming in 13-12 with 1 draw and 1 no contest in the UFC. 32-17 with that 1 draw and that 1 no contest overall, and are 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. We got Lance Gibson Jr. coming in, making their UFC debut, 9-1 overall and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going with King Green in this one by decision. They're going to be the older of the 2 by 9 years, less rangy, a striker primarily, and should probably look to just keep this one at distance, point fight to victory, and avoid getting into the pocket with this opponent. Lance Gibson Jr. is going to be the younger and longer of the 2, somewhat well-rounded, and should look to mix it up, lean into where they find the advantage. I don't have much info outside of that for them, but they need to avoid just getting pieced up and following King Green around the cage, and hopefully they don't get those UFC jitters. But I'm going with King Green, just as being the more seasoned UFC veteran.
All right, that's enough of that, Cam. Fucking Lance Gibson. Let me tell you about King Green. It's a minimal fucking skill set, right? He's got a decent set of hands, okay counter striking, not a whole lot of power. Lance Gibson is a dog. He's a kicker. He's a striker. He's a kickboxer. He could do it on the ground. I just feel like he's coming in. King Green's being fed to this fucking upcoming line coming through here, and that's my own opinion. And a few shot, Ray, what the fuck's on this? I don't even want to hear it. What do you gotta say?
Keep talking, bro. Keep talking.
That's all I gotta say.
Keep saying everything you need
Hey,
to talk. No, I
the
want to
words-
hear. I want to
in
hear
the
about
words
Lance
of-
Gibson Jr. You know what I mean? His daddy. His daddy was also a UFC fighter. Go ahead, keep
Sure.
going. And
I
UFC
didn't-
25. Go ahead.
I didn't say none of that shit.
But no, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna feed you some more shit that you know about him.
Okay.
Are you done?
No, I'm done. That's,
Are we fucking kidding? Lance Gibson, his last opponent had a losing record. The next opponent that he had was 21-48.
No, that's kind
The opponent before that was 15-13. Okay, I guess that's a winning record, right? Now, I will say that King Green just opened a strip club. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes his brain is on some other things or other, you know what I mean, business prospects.
you're probably not wrong.
But we're also talking about fights where he's literally beating up tomato cans, trash cans, dumpsters. What, like, we're talking about Bobby King Green. Like,
Coming off of drugs is hard.
coming off of drugs is hard, bro. This dude has been begging Dana White to get into the fucking league. Like, he's like, hey, Dana White, like, my daddy was in it. Can I be in it as well? He said that. I'm dead serious. Like, you can look up that goddamn fucking Instagram post.
Bro, I'm gonna
But-
let you finish. Like, when you're finished, please let me know.
I will tell you.
Cause I'm with you. I'm with you on the King Green pick, but I got other questions that I need answered as soon as you're finished. with what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
telling you, like, all of his opponents have been trash cans. He's literally been fighting 4 or 5 trash cans to get into this position to be into the UFC, and then also begged for it because his daddy had, like, legacy here. I'm going with King Green. I know King Green's not definitely focused on where he's supposed to be, but he's still goddamn Bobby King Green. It is what it is. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, you
Thank-
know,
thank
so
you
for
for
as
that.
corny as you've been in certain parts of this episode, bro, is as you know, I would say is as like profound as you've been in this episode. Where is all this fucking information? You really dug into the crates for this card. You're fucking throwing
Yeah.
information. Like, did you just fucking watch a 1,000 hours this week of content? Cause you're just throwing out the fact. Like, I ain't never seen him be on this point, like this on point.
Ever
I've
since-
never seen this before.
Ever since the Diddy documentary, he's been all fucked up. He's been doing all his own research and going down these rabbit holes.
Fuck this puto, first of all. Second of all, you know what I mean? My the last fight card, it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? Because like I came in like super solid on that card. You know what I mean? And I only went 50%, right? Like, but 50% in this game means you lose. You got to be 70% or better, right? So like I doubled down. You know what I mean? I jumped into Instagrams, I jumped into Twitters, I jumped into
Yeah, I can tell.
the fucking like all the shit. And
So
now
Wikipedia's?
no, I don't. Wikipedia is dog shit. But I did jump into what is going to happen, and I do believe that this is what it is. And Bobby King Green, not there. You know what I mean? Not focused, not dialed in. But this kid is not knowing what he's gonna get into. This kid is a baby in the game and getting ready to get bucket smashed out.
Respect. I respect it. I just needed to know, man. I was
Respect
like,
shit.
damn,
That ain't
this
happening.
dude. I ain't never seen him throw out this many facts, man. That shit was fucking impressive. That's all I got. That shit was impressive. Moving on to another heavyweight matchup on this card. We got Kennedy Nzechukwu going up against Marcus Buchecha. We got Nzechukwu coming in 8-6 in the UFC, 14-6 overall and 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. We got Buchecha coming in 0-1 in the UFC, 5-2 overall and 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. I went back and forth on this for a little bit, but ultimately I ended up going with Buchecha by sub. He's going to be the older of the two by a couple years, smaller and a grappling specialist. Definitely should look to just take the Walter Walker path on this fight and just basically wrap something up on Nsetchukwu and twist it. Because that's all it took for fucking Walter Walker in his last time out. He literally put him against the cage, dropped down to his fucking knees, grabbed his leg and twisted his ankle, and it was a fucking wrap. It was the easiest submission, probably on the most elementary submission that you could apply to somebody, and then Nsetchukwu had nothing for him. So I can't fuck with him on this fight because this Buchecha guy is probably even more skilled than Walker in the grappling department. So all he really needs to do is trap Nsetchukwu against the fence and then fucking wrap something up and twist it. Nsetchukwu, you know, he should be able to. I'm just gonna go past that. Hey yo. He's gonna, you know, look to try and keep this at distance. You know, try and use his length. Pause to, you know, keep Buchecha at bay and, you know, point fight him. But I just think Buchecha is going to overwhelm him, you know, take him, either press him up against the cage or take him to the ground. And then at that point, Nsetchukwu's in his world and he ain't going to have much to offer. So I'm going with Buchecha to redeem himself after losing his debut. Who we got, y'all?
I'm going the other way. I'm going in with I've been trying to pronounce that for 2 fucking days.
Nsetchukwu.
Nsetchukwu.
It's
Thank
like
you.
Nsetchukwu, but I just say Nsetchukwu.
I feel like you comparing Walter Walker to Buchecha is fucking crazy. Because Walter Walker could finish that fight standing up or on the ground, you know what I mean? So I think Buchecha's got a little bit more work to do to get in there to get the submission that he wants to get on this guy. Walter Walker just made it look easier because he's a fucking professional. You know what I mean?
Walter Walker didn't start winning until he started submitting fools.
Right.
When he tried to give fools hands, he got Johnny Walkered like his brother.
Right.
I was hoping I ate with that, but I feel like that one fell. I feel like that fell a little flat.
Nah.
You got Johnny Walked, man. Go ahead.
You had your support. It was on its way. Give it a minute. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, really. You saved me. You rescued me out of that one.
Yeah, he did big brother shit right there. Yeah, I just feel like he's probably gonna fucking knock this dude out, or he has a better more routes to victory. As Buchecha, I mean, we know he wants to go on there, you know, wear on him up against the cage, get in the ground without taking too much damage, and try to look for a submission. But I'm going with fucking Kennedy with Nsetchukwu.
Kidding Nsetchukwu is it's definitely gonna fucking win this fucking fight.
Thank you.
That being said, look, as long as he keeps it standing, his op has no hands. We're talking about a dude. Like people go through his what would they call that? His tapology, right? And you scroll and you scroll and you scroll, and he's got tons of fights, but no one's paying attention to the middle fucking column that says grappling. Grappling. Like, literally, damn near 100 fights, it's all grappling. He's not a UFC fighter. He does not have hands. He's never faced the power of Kennedy Nsetchukwu. You know what I mean?
Power?
Yeah, you fucking heard it, Cameron.
The power?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Y'all got it. There ain't no power coming.
He's got
from
more
Kennedy
power than the
and
fucking
Nsetchukwu.
guy scared to punch somebody. Who is Buchecha finished standing up?
He got some knockouts. Let's look at it. Go look, pull it up
He has
right
one.
now.
He could only finish on the ground. No
yeah,
diddy.
he got one.
He's got one. Motherfucker, I don't need a goddamn computer in front of me to know these things.
Yeah.
I know everybody thinks that I just like go off my gut. Like, hey, Ray just fucking bullshits his way through the fucking podcast because he just thinks that, hey, this dude wins or that dude wins because he looks a little bit beefier than that dude. I know things as well, my guy.
I'm at a loss for words.
I bet you are.
This dude's on fire right now.
I know I am. Takiguchi Neketsu is going to win. I think I said it wrong, but it's all good.
Nah, you're good.
And we're going to go to the next one.
Next fight.
Okay. Moving on to a featherweight matchup on this card, we got Morgan Shariar going up against Mikazel Costa. We got Shariar coming in 3-2 in the UFC, 21-11 with one draw overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. We got Costa coming in. They are 5-2 in the UFC, 24-7 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going with Costa in this one by either decision or sub. They're going to be the slightly younger and bigger of the two fighters, well-rounded in their skill set, and just need to mix it up, lean into where they find the advantage. My opinion, that's probably going to be on the ground somewhere. They should be able to control to the cards, or they'll be able to open up a finish. They just need to avoid standing for long periods with their opponent. Shariar, slightly older by a year, smaller and a striker primarily. Definitely going to want to keep this one at distance and just point fight the victory and possibly open something up on the feet. But I just don't think that they'll be able to. They struggle with cats who have some sort of grappling ability to be able to, neutralize that offense and then lean on them for a little bit. So, I'm going to be going with Costa in this one. Who we got, Darren?
I'm going with Morgan Charrier. I just feel like he's going to have the higher output. His boxing is a lot more crisp. Good footwork. I mean, Costa is a dog. He's one of those guys you got to fucking, beat him down all the way. But I feel like Morgan Charrier is due for one of these. He has like these highlight finishes because he's a really good striker. Not a really big fan of his ground game.
I don't think he really has a ground game.
No, he has some takedown defense, but not much. But I feel like if Costa gets a hold of him and all 3 rounds, he's probably gonna fucking dominate and do what those wrestlers do. But I don't feel. I feel like Morgan Charrier is probably gonna. I'm hoping he's gonna chin this dude.
For sure. Well, the other part of this conversation is getting back from a potty break right now.
Very short words. What do you think?
Now that you took a potty, are you
Yeah.
refreshed? Oh, you washed your hands like a Philly. That's good. Kudos to that.
Was that water?
I hope to God that was water.
Should hope.
He was probably talking.
Sure.
Yeah. You guys have always been close.
Are we talking about Costa
And Shariar.
and Shariar?
Yes.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why does it fucking matter? Like, who the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about the
You
fact
just
that
said
Costa has beat Rosa. Costa has beat fucking C-Rod. Costa has beat Philly. His opponent inability to fucking string a fight together. Why are we even talking about this goddamn fight? Costa for the win. Shariar has not fucking strung any UFC fight together. It's 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, all the way down. Costa. Mel Costa for the win. What are we talking about, bro? Easy work. Like, you guys, like, that's why I go and throw a piss. That's why I go and get some beers. You know what I mean? That's why I go and just, like, hang out. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to justify
Get some
why the
bitches.
fuck
Like,
you
I'm
leave in the
like,
middle of the show.
I'm just saying. It just doesn't make sense why I even have to be here for the entire thing because, like, this is all it is. Boom. Costa for the win.
All right, my guy Cesar Marin in the chat says, RayBuck, you said the fighter's name better buzz than I ever could sober. He also went on to say, RayBuck's pulling the big brother moves right now. Let's see here real quick. We were talking about that one. Okay, so yeah, I'll get to these comments later on. But moving on to the featured bout on this card, we have a middleweight matchup between Cesar Almeida going up against Cesari Oleksiejczuk. We have Almeida coming in. They are 3-1 in the UFC, 7-1 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. We got Oleksiejczuk coming in, making their UFC debut. They are the brother to Michal Oleksiejczuk. At first, UFC showed me being only 1-0, which I was like, oh, this is crazy work. But come to find out, they're making their debut in the UFC, but they're 16-3 overall and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going to be going with Almeida in this one by either decision or KO. They're going to be the older of the two by 12 years, which sounds super crazy, but
Damn.
we've seen that before. You know, Magny, he's, you know, in particular, been the type to be super old and still humble a motherfucker. So,
Dan Miller.
Jim Miller.
Jim Miller.
Oh, my bad.
Say it again.
Jim Miller.
There you go. He's going to be a striker primarily. I want to note, and this means nothing because it happened a long time ago, but he did beat Alex Pereira by decision, y'all, once upon a time in a kickboxing match. But they're going to want to keep this fight at distance, take it to the cards, and avoid getting into any firefights with Oleksiejczuk. Oleksiejczuk's going to be the younger and bigger of the two, a striker primarily, but does have some ground game. They're going to want to look to close the distance, pressure Almeida against the cage, stalk and walk him down, and just land heavy, and really just need to avoid getting out volumed, looking for a KO on Almeida, and they should be able to take this one. But I'm going with Almeida just as being the more seasoned fighter of the two. And yeah, I mean, because if you see his MMA record, it's 7-1, but if you go with also the extended kickboxing record, this is going to be a striking matchup primarily. So with all that combined, I think that he can use his expertise to his advantage. But who do we got, y'all?
I'm going with Oleksiejczuk. I feel like he has more routes to victory. He has 2 subs, so he's capable of going to the ground. But I agree with you. This is going to be a banger standing up. I do think age and father time is going to play a factor in this because you got a hungry lion, a champion from another division or another organization coming in to make a fucking mark on, you know, somebody who's, that Almeida's never held a title or a belt or anything in any division. So I feel like this is an entry fight for Oleksiejczuk, and I just feel like he has the higher probability of chance of finishing Cesar Almeida.
That's
What do you think, Ray?
Fucking height advantage, reach advantage. We're talking about more routes to victory. We're talking about a 12 years fucking age advantage. And in addition to that, 85% line movement. This is not something I usually bring up.
Who the fuck is feeding this fool this fucking AI information, bruh? It's just rattling off facts. We've done 83 episodes, everybody, and he ain't never fucking rattled off fucking facts like this. This motherfucker got ESPN plugged into his ass right now. I don't know what is going on. Continue.
I don't like that, bro. Like,
I don't like
nothing is plugged in my butthole. You know what I mean?
don't know what's happening.
I'm not a fan of that
now,
shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I can see it. I can completely see why you'd say that. But,
No, because
Yeah,
you
this
said
is
you
a-
seen it. Like, go ahead and like
No,
discount that
no,
because
I
you were
like
like,
to
I
see it.
seen it. Like, no,
no,
There's nothing-
I can see where he's coming out with this.
Okay, thank you.
All of a sudden,
Okay.
you got this
Like, I
fucking
seen
enlightenment
ESPN
of
plugged in his butthole. Like, he's like, yeah, I
information.
see it. Like,
No.
what the fuck?
No.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in, like, both of you guys. You know what I mean? I come through and I'm doing better. Like, I'm doing better at, like, picking shit, and you guys are like, nah. No, dude, why is he this good? Why is he, like, really giving you this much fucking breakdown? This is crazy. This doesn't make any sense.
When you be talking shit to me, usually you guys are like, oh, bro, come on, can we fucking
I'm not even running
wrap
my...
it up real quick?
I wrap it up fast as fuck. I'm telling you who's going to win, and then I fucking move. Y'all can't. I do. What's good?
Yeah.
Continue.
Let's save this pillow talk for the showers, guys. We'll move on to the next fight.
Wait. I said Oleksiejczuk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, height, reach, fucking routes to victory, 12 years, fucking 15 or
Playoffs.
85% fucking line movement. Boom. And we're gonna move down to fucking Vallejo. What are we talking about?
All right, y'all. Moving on to the co-main event of the evening. We got Giga Chikadze going up against Kevin Vallejos. We got Chikadze coming in 8-3 in the UFC, 15-5 overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 bouts. We got Vallejos coming in 2-0 in the UFC, 16-1 overall, and are currently riding a 5-fight win streak. I'm going to be going with Vallejos in this one by either decision or KO. They're going to be the younger and smaller of the two, somewhat well-rounded, but definitely prefer to strike. I say that they should still, though, try and mix it up, lean into where they find that advantage, because they may not necessarily want to just go strictly striking with Chikadze, because Chikadze is a very versatile kind of striker. So they're going to want to, avoid getting into standing exchanges at distance and open space with Chikadze. But in this fight, Chikadze is going to be the older of the two by 13 years. So he's going to be bigger in stature, but a striker primarily, which kind of makes him a somewhat one-dimensional, but he does give you a lot of looks on the feet. He just needs to keep this fight standing at distance, piece up their opponent, set up that Giga kick if possible, but he's been fighting long enough now that guys kind of have enough footage on that. So he's going to want to move around the cage, avoid getting in the firefights or pressed up against the cage by Vallejos, who's going to land heavy and often. And I just think that they're going to overwhelm Chikadze at a certain point. So, yeah, that's my pick. Who we got, y'all?
I'm going with Vallejos as well. I just feel like this kid can get it done standing up. Great hands. He subbed 2 people, so he's hasn't fully showcased what he could do on the ground. But, seeing what he's done to Danny Silva, Siwoo Choi, and Cam Teague, this guy's coming to finish this fight. If you were going to put money on any fight ending in a fucking knockout or a finish of like a TKO, this would be the one to put your money on.
Okay.
Vallejos are the winner. We're talking about a 13-fucking-year-old later, lesser, 13 years younger. 88. And, 88% Tapology fucking picker or pick launchpad fight.
Oh, man.
Vallejos.
You were doing well, bro. Now these facts are starting to come out.
Yeah.
I know. A little shaky, my man.
knew it.
Are my fucking facts wrong? He's 13 years younger.
He's 13 years old.
Whole ass bitch is like, I don't give a fuck. Like, man, fuck this. Vallejos, 13 years younger.
I got you.
Okay, good. You got that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
88% Tapology picks him.
There
Cool.
you go. Okay.
Launchpad motherfucking fight, right?
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
What the fuck are we talking about? Tired of your shit. You know what I mean? Blaze for the win.
Nah, hey, you fucking, you got it back together.
Yeah.
You pulled it back together, my G. I give you props on that one.
Way to string it back together, man.
All right, y'all. Moving on to the main event of the evening. We have the hometown guy. We got my dude who I've picked him sometimes and I haven't picked him. But, I got to keep it true to the channel and the viewers. But this time we're going with my guy. We got Brandon Royval going up against Manel Kape in a flyweight headlining matchup with potential title implications. We got Royval coming in 7-4 in the UFC, 17-8 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 bouts. We got Kape coming in 6-3 in the UFC, 21-7 and 4-1 in their last 5 bouts. I'm going to be going with Royval in this one by either decision or sub. They're going to be the slightly older of the two by a year, taller, well-rounded in their skill set, and should just look to mix it up, lean into where they find the advantage, which, in my opinion, will probably be more towards the grappling as the fight goes on. They just need to avoid getting into just a striking match like how they did with Joshua Van, which they've even said themselves that they made a mistake there. They should have showed their full arsenal of skills as opposed to just giving Joshua their type of fight. He let his ego kind of get the best of him in that one. We got Kape coming in, younger and shorter of the two, a striker primarily, and they're going to want to keep this fight standing and at distance. Open space, try to piece up Royval to the cards, or open up the finish, and they're going to want to avoid the grappling, which I feel like if Royval, balances out a decent amount of striking to grappling, then they should be able to get ahead on the cards just because they'll neutralize Kape's offense. But if they make this a strictly stand-up matchup, Kape is a very, very crisp striker, and he'll just have his way with Royval all night. So, hey, yo. Yeah, I'm going with Royval, though, in this one. Who we got, y'all?
I respectfully went the opposite way.
I'm surprised. Yeah, you should go the opposite way of a Diddy perspective that I just heard, but go ahead.
Oh, my gosh. Like I was saying, thank you for that, Ray. I'm going with Manel Kape.
Okay.
He's got the harder hitter. He can finish it standing up on the ground as well. I feel like Royval he's going to have the higher output. He's going to be putting caution to the wind more often to try to put himself in an advantage to get a knockout or a walk-off. I feel like Manel Kape's a little too polished to catch him slipping like that because he's more of a counter striker as well. And he does have the one-punch power to put this out. I don't feel like Royval has the one-punch power, but he does have the ability to go after, putting a few combos together to finish a fight. But respectively, I mean, I'm a big Royval fan. Not often I go against him because he's a hometown guy and he's a big follower of Bloodline, big supporter. Could possibly be a supporter of ours as well. So I don't want to make it like we don't support him. But I'm going with Manel Kape for tonight, and hopefully, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. You guys are sharing that mic, by the way.
Bullshit. What are we talking about? We're talking about the hometown kid. We're talking about Brandon Royval. Like,
Huh?
solid as fuck. Like, are we
Did
not?
you roll that wire?
Royval?
Yeah, he rolled the wire.
Royval.
Royval.
Whatever. It's Royval. But it doesn't fucking matter. He's gonna fucking win. What are we fucking talking about? Like, we're talking about you guys want to say Manel Kape. He fought Muhammad fucking Makayev, right? That's his one loss. And so it's like, well, he only lost to that one guy who's 15-0. Yes. But you've got to ask yourself, would Brandon Royval lose to that same guy? Brandon Royval only loses to the fucking greatest of the greatest. He's lost to what? Brandon Moreno, Pantoja, and Joshua Van. Literally top fucking 5 opponents. But we think that Manel Kape is just going to come in here, Kape's just going to come in here and fucking smack him? It's Royval.
I mean, he has a
It's
decent
fucking
record as
Royval.
well.
What are we talking about? Y'all are wild. Wild work. It's disrespectful to put that shit on his name. He's way more what's that called? Well-rounded in the MMA game. Brandon Royval wins this goddamn fight. What are we fucking talking about? Here you go.
I'm just saying, though, if he fucks around and, plays into just making this a striking match and trying to get one back for everyone that he takes,
Yeah.
Kape is going to start piecing him the fuck up the way Van did. And, Van was willing to get into more of a brawling style. Kape is going to keep it super clean. He's not going to get into the booth with fucking Brandon Royval, and he's going to start fucking making him look silly in there if Brandon Royval doesn't mix it up and, give him the threat of possibly getting taken down or pressed up against a fence and, having to fucking burn clock, trying to get out of grappling situations. I'm just saying. Muhammad Makayev, who isn't even in the UFC anymore, fucking ended up beating Manel Kape because he was just able to neutralize that offense and make it more of a striking battle more of a grappling battle as opposed to a striking battle. So that's all I'm saying. Cash Cole said, tell him, Ray. I guess he's back on the RayBucks train. He said, thank you, RayBucks. Give the bro his motherfucking crown. Kape sucks in wrestling. Hopefully Royval fights smart. So we got my guy Cash Cole. He's in the chat. Make sure you go follow Fight Bloodline. Subscribe to that channel. Hit like on all their content, as well as hitting like on this episode Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Shouts out to our 329 subscribers. We were at 330. You know, someone dropped off, but they're not important. We got 329, though, that we care about. So shouts out to y'all. But yeah, that's the card. Do we have any parlays, y'all? I do not. I couldn't string together any fighters that I was confident in enough. I do have some parlays, though, that we are going to talk about on tomorrow's episode. Make sure you check out episode 2 of Prop Parlays with myself and my guy Cesar Marin, the legend, who you can see here in the chat right now. We're going to be going over parlay builds for fights that are to not go the distance on this card. 2 weeks in a row, I've gotten paid off of my boy. You know, so we're going for week number 3. We even have another testimony, courtesy of my bro here.
Bro, Cesar Marin again, my boy.
Fucking legend.
The legend. I definitely got paid. You actually saved my card. I did go 50-50 on the last card, right? Like, as far as, like, picks go. And then I decided to throw a couple little, go the distance or not go the distance picks in there. Built up my bankroll, which was nice. Actually threw 2 different ones. I kind of switched a couple different things out, but it was nice. So yes, I appreciate you, Cesar Marin.
Well, okay, so the core parlay that we put together, only one fight didn't, put us over. But we talked about that fight being iffy, so we said you might want to switch that one out for an outlier. And literally every fight we talked about on that night ended up not going the distance. So
the one I got rid of was somehow. I got rid of that Guskov fight because I was worried about it.
It was the Guskov Blachowicz fight.
I couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
No, so you got to check out tomorrow's episode, 7 p.m. Our time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Check us out, y'all.
Hold up for a second. Cash Cole says that Fight Bloodline is at 99 subs.
You literally took the next words out of my mouth.
I need one more person to sub to fucking Fight Bloodline, like right now.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Go sub to Fight Bloodline if you can. Cash, log on to that profile and put it into the chat so everybody can find it right now. And I need everybody to go subscribe to my guy's channel. He's the young GOAT. You know, my dude's still in school trying to build his YouTube channel. He's doing all the picks and predictions, the same as we are over here at Bros Talk MMA. So please make sure to go support my young guy, you know, doing good things out here, you know, incorporating his family, all that good shit. Shouts out to Fight Bloodline, y'all. Real shit. There we go. He's in the chat right there. So make sure you go click on that profile in chat and go subscribe now. Make sure that you like this episode. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you follow us on IG and TikTok at Bros Talk MMA. You can follow me on both of those platforms as well at UTICA_SME. That's UTICA_SME. And, these guys, they got their own particular ways that you can follow them on social media.
Tuck your goddamn coochie in. You're already trying to stop the podcast, but we're not doing it yet because I'm going to talk about my goddamn parlays. My parlays are going to be Dirhami and Asfalan. You know what I mean? It's a shitty parlay because it's only a 2-pick. And also, it's like a low one. But I think it's one of those two. Like, you can definitely put those two and add it to whatever parlay you want to. So that's where I'm at. Where are you at, Darren? Not to finish is what I'm saying. Not to finish on the Asplon and the fucking Gurmy.
What about it?
It's a not to finish parlay on those two. And then you add that to whatever parlay you want.
I didn't put no parlay together, to be honest with you. If I was going to, I would go with like Olin Jacek, Vallejos, Gibson Jr., and you want to get spicy, I'd throw Melissa Croden in there as well.
Nice. That being said,
thanks for everything. That being said,
shit's all over.
We out.